YouTubers, Max18363 here, and this is part 14 of the narrated Quake 4 playthrough, and it is going to be boss time soon, sort of. Well yeah, no, it is going to be boss time soon, towards the end of the video.
Corporal Kane, you should have been here a long time ago. But we will speak of this later. That is the tetranode. Destroying it is our primary objective. The entire facility is centered around this room. We need to find the power plant. Lead the way.
Yeah, as you said there, well, first off, that's further proof that Strauss is a total prick. But as he was saying there, that was the tetranode, the main communication facility for the Stroke. And this is the thing that we've been hunting for like the last... oh, I don't know... half a dozen levels. Yeah, I would say the last half dozen levels or so, working towards this tetranode. Originally there was 4 convoys. Of course, none of the convoys made it through. They all got wiped out by overwhelming Strog forces. We've already seen quite a few clues of the war kind of starting to turn against the Marines a little bit, as the Strokes started to utilise more kind of guerrilla style tactics and I guess generally just get their act together. All the convoys got taken out, or taken out even, including Rhino Squad. Got creamed by a harvester the other vid there, previous vids. That's the big spidery things, if you don't recall what they are, the big giant things. They have like a shitload of health. And so we're kind of having to take out the tetranodes using alternate means now.
I will defeat you! There. Now I will raise the power plant output and that will cause a heat buildup. Let us return to the tetranode. From there, we must find a way to disable the emergency shutoff. If we don't disable it, it will detect the heat buildup and deactivate all systems.
I'll be honest, I don't really understand all the kind of scientific ins and outs of how we're actually taking the tetranode out here. Just something about a heat overload. I guess we're kind of doing something to the generators or whatever that's causing some kind of heat overload. Now we've got to deactivate some other system so that it doesn't shut down, thereby can't talk tonight, thereby preventing heat overload. So it's kind of something along those lines. I'll tell you, Strauss can fairly shoot. He may be a pain in the arse, but he can't half shoot. I'll give him some credit for that at least. A bit easier when you have a practically indestructible teammate with you. Does give you a certain advantage that I have no problems utilising.
I control.
There's a trend that changes as we get a bit further into the game. If memory recalls me correctly, if sort of the previous time I played this game, once we sort of get a bit further into it, we'll basically be sort of on our own more and more often. Which is kind of a shame because the first third of this game is very much kind of more of a team-based affair. You've always got your teammates there with you, helping you out, but as you get further into it, you're just kind of on your Todd more and more often. Which, to be honest, disappointed me a little bit. There's still teammates there, but they don't
hold still.
They don't
That is all I can do.
Feature quite as often. And of course the resistance. The resistance in terms of strokes that we're dealing with obviously increases, and just generally things get tougher, but that's to be expected. And to be fair, we do get some pretty awesome weaponry to deal with it, so. But it kind of comes at a bit of a disadvantage on the keyboard because there's like 10 different guns, so therefore there's a button for every gun on the keyboard. I could use my mouse wheel to kind of scroll through them all, but that's a nightmare. It just simply goes from 1 through to 0 on my keyboard. So if I want to get to the really powerful weapons, I've got to stretch my hand all the way over to the other side of the keyboard. It proves rather cumbersome sometimes. Will it be a while before I
The
have to deal with
emergency
that?
shut-off controls. So far, you have done well, Corporal Kane. Your final task will be to shut down the coolant pumps. This will cause a complete meltdown of the tetranode.
And from Corporal Kane's perspective, this is kind of where things go a little bit pear-shaped. The clue is always in the sense that they give you a shitload of ammunition and health. That's always a dead giveaway that something is not right. It's a pretty cool sequence, so I'm just gonna let you watch, and I'll catch you for the next part. So stay tuned, and until the next time, take it easy.
There should be a console in the center of the room, Corporal Kane. Activate that and the coolant pumps will shut down. In a matter of minutes, the tetranode will overheat and destroy itself. And this will render the Nexus useless to the Strogg. Ah, excellent, Corporal Kane. The tetranode will soon be destroyed. And the